Are you ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for some sports?
I don't know, man.
All right, here we go.
Man, we'll see.
Ready?
I don't think we're ready.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Victor Allen's new Sportz, written, directed by the bald-headed black man, Victor Allen. That's right, the ladies have nicknamed him Sexual Chocolate. And this is his unique fan-based view of sports. That's right, new Sportz. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. The man that they call Sexual Chocolate. Here he is. Here's Vic at Sportz. Yeah! Oh!
You know, we're doing a lot. I'd rather talk to people who got a little more calm. I want to give a shout out to Vince Brown, man. Much love, thank you. You know, always looking for that. Sometimes we have to holler in the room to get attention, so obviously Mario's on his way. I want to sit back and not even talk about the Dodgers yet, man. The reason why I don't want to talk about them, because if I bring up New York, we'll never get to the next subject because Mario's going to chime in. So I'm going to skip over. That's a teaser. That's called New York versus LA. That's a teaser. Now I'm going to skip over the one that I thought everybody got caught off guard because a lot of people were watching Monday Night Football at the social outings. You know, a lot of people had their, Taco Tuesdays. They had their free, drinks before a certain time. All that was working out while Michael Vick, wasn't looking too good yesterday against the San Diego Chargers in the first half. Before I even get to the second half, dude, did you check out how he was playing? And it's not all his fault, but did you see what I saw as far as Michael Vick, as how he was trying to play the game, and that they actually they stayed away from him throwing the ball downfield?
Yeah, okay. Maybe it's me because I try to see. There were things that he didn't execute right in a bunch of things, right? Because a bunch of the throws just were missed, right? But the way he went about it and the way he was leading the offense, I liked Vic. I did. Vic. Yeah. I liked Vic. Vic. See, Vic, when we talk to Vic about Vic.
little weird.
Okay. I'm just saying, but Michael Vick, I like the way he executed. I like the way he held onto the ball and made the proper attempts, even when he normally would have ran.
Right.
So I liked a lot of that.
Look, let me say this right offhand. I'm gonna get to the baseball, but I got to cover this. How many people had a bet in their mind that the last 2 minutes of the game that Vic will take them down all the way downfield when they saw the first half?
Some people have a bet, but I wasn't. I don't think he can pull that off like that. And I don't really want him trying. And so, therefore, you guys are having those Michael Vick daydreams. Then I'm going, that's the dangerous shit. See? No, I don't want him doing any of that.
So, wait a minute. So, here it is. I titled my little segment, I call Vic's Reprieve. Because what they're asking him to do, you guys, I'm just saying this, they're asking him to play 500 ball until Big Ben comes back. Now, did you see how Vic's body language was in the second half? Then I'm not even going to talk about the cat who really carried him on. I'll get to Le'Veon Bell in a second. Did you see his swag all of a sudden coming in? All of a sudden, it started clicking. And when he hit that run downfield.
Well, totally.
Didn't you see that part where I said, watch his body language?
Totally.
Because one, he only got hit a few times. He got a rib shot that was real tight. And he really didn't get sacked as usual. But I can tell you this. There are some, what they call, misreads he was having. In other words, you're going to have to change up at the line. Did you check out how Phillip Rivers was making sure that every play had a rotation of change-ups from 5
Phillip
to 7
Rivers
seconds
is a gunslinger and looked wonderful. He looked like the Phillip Rivers that I know came into the league with Peyton Manning, right?
Right.
And he is just a field general. It's just, they're so different when you see them, they're together. Playing. You recognize the different skill sets that one has over the other.
Oh, yeah.
And it becomes way more obvious in terms of the command. But so there it is.
Look, I'm going to give a shout out to PMC because I know you were holding on for your Pittsburgh Steelers. I got that. But there was a lot of players in this game.
Yeah, you can keep holding on.
There's a lot of players in this game. And the one that I have to say that carried Vic into the position, Le'Veon Bell. Look, man, you know what? There are all types of beast modes. He ran his 21 times for 111 yards and a touchdown. But dude, do you check out how this guy gets yards?
And he's not. You know what's amazing?
It's not after the catch; it's after the handoff.
I totally, Vic. And you know what's amazing? He came to talk in the post game, Vic.
Right.
And he's not that big.
No, he lost weight.
That's what made. Yeah, that was.
He was
that,
bigger
I was
at
like,
Michigan
dude,
State, dude.
I was like, dude, you doing all that, and you know, it's almost like it's even seemed a little smaller than Adrian Peterson, who I always thought is small for what he does too. Again,
right?
But isn't it amazing how some of the backs, the greatest, right, are small, like
right,
and still pull it off,
right? So now I'm about to put you on point here now. So who made the game so that you can win at the last play? More Michael Vick or more Le'Veon Bell?
Oh, more Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
but that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, he got him there.
That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's.
Can you imagine carrying the pill at barely 200, maybe 5 pounds or so, 35, maybe even more carries? Because he did touch the pill a lot more, but the carries were something because he can catch the ball outside the pocket as well. So you're saying Le'Veon Bell, not for him, they wouldn't have won.
Well, it's I really. I try to stay away from those because it always discounts the efforts that go unseen.
Right.
Which make up the biggest parts of any football game.
Right.
How people play their roles on the line, on the special teams, and the things that do not occur.
Right.
Based on people doing their job.
Yeah.
So keeping all that in mind, but still, the performance that stood out was Le'Veon Bell. But like I said, I'm happy for Michael Vick that he was able to me at least, for the most part,
right,
play his role and work on some other things that he needs to work on. But again, he's not out there with them all the time, so you can't really expect some things to click. But there were elements that certainly made people feel good.
I'm going to close out this one little segment. Roll the picture up right underneath with Le'Veon Bell. When they described that play, that he was in what they call shotgun, really not really shotgun, but when he was in the position, they had 5 seconds left. Usually you go quarterback sneak. This is the part where I said the coach was taking a risk. Did you think that would be the wisest play to have your running back in that what they call and I forgot the play how they call it.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Would you have questioned that?
It's a good play when they score.
Yeah, because what did Le'Veon Bell do? He
the Wildcat. When you look at the play, to me, it didn't look in the beginning as the play is starting to unwind.
Right.
It looked a little disorganized, and it didn't seem like everybody was clear, kind of. The scoring part really looked more like an ad-lib, and maybe that's what the Wildcat is supposed to be.
Right.
I admire them trying it. I think it's a good idea to try.
And Vince, you're right. Vic has diminished skills, but
all of us
part of it
have diminished.
No, but part of it
skills.
Is I'm actually complimenting him because he performed better at the best time of the game.
Exactly. He showed discipline, which is where his area was.
And remember, he came in the league at 2001.
There you go.
So he doesn't look like a 15-year player.
No.
So that's why. But I got to give props to Le'Veon because he put it in there. All right. No talking behind the scenes. All right, man, let's take it on down to what I call New York dancing on the verge of eliminating the Dodgers. Now, I can get to the Royals in Toronto. I can't do that right now because I believe that they're going to be on the come up, and that's going to be the ALCS championship competition is the Royals versus Toronto. That's what I believe, unless it's an all.
Yeah, we can't lose the New Yorkers. That's a city where being an asshole is an art form.
Yeah, see, I told you.
It's a clash of cultures.
That's why I didn't bring this up because you're
L.A. culture versus New York. Which one do you guys want to see flourish?
Right.
And think about this. I'm telling you. Those of you who've been to New York, I'm telling you, is it not? Before 9/11, after 9/11, everybody changed because they had sympathy for New Yorkers.
Right.
Who didn't really deserve sympathy because they're a city where being an asshole is an art form.
But wait a minute.
So now we give them sympathy, but they're slowly becoming themselves once again. This is not a city known for being nice to people.
Wait a minute.
It's not a city known for being nice to visitors.
Isn't this new Sportz?
All right. But I'm just saying, New York... I'm just saying, we can't let New York beat us at anything. Nothing. This takes me back to Howard. We argued with those New Yorkers. You guys understand? This is a culture clash. They hate us. Those New Yorkers hate people. They hate the Lakers.
Hey, look.
Victor, you know they hate the Lakers. You know it.
But see, right now,
they gonna hate the Dodgers.
We can't talk about basketball when it comes to New York and L.A. right now.
It's just like, a whole New York, L.A.
Yeah.
There's a whole New York, L.A. history, right? So that's all I'm saying.
So let's give respect is due.
Where's my sound?
Wait a minute. New York Mets. Now look, I'm a Dodgers fan, but I got to give respect to how New York is playing. And let me say,
don't give them respect.
Let me say this: you can tell when a group is energized. Just go look at their dugout. Look at how the people are.
Look at this fucked up photo.
No, this is a great photo, man.
Look at this photo.
That's great, man.
See, look at this. Can y'all see this photo?
That's great, dude. Check that out. Look,
it's wonderful visual aids.
When we see the Dodgers, what do we say about baseball? They need to develop.
Been Betty good to me.
No, they need to develop more character so everybody can have somewhat of a brand. If you had to sit there and think about the Dodgers, who is the first person that comes to mind as a brand that you go, oh man, I just love when he talks, when he brings it to the camera, what he does outside of the game, his imprint. What name do you think of?
I don't know. What name do you think of?
None.
Okay.
None.
I was about to say, I don't know.
None, man. Okay. Hey, look, I can't cover the Royals in Toronto right now. I do believe the example of them both winning their games eliminated or reduced the possibility of an all-Texas clash, Rangers and Houston Astros. It still ain't over yet. But the way they score, Royals and Toronto, that's the matchup I would actually want to see because they bring guns a-blazing. So I can't talk about that right now. I don't have no time. I got to go over
You got time.
I don't have time.
You don't want to talk about it. He's got time, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
Don't let him tell you that mess.
No. Let me just say
this.
He
doesn't want to talk about it.
You want to talk about, this is one of those, I call this shifting of a potential top 10 moving and rising up in the college university game when Will Greer from the Florida State Gators, the quarterback, is suspended for PEDs.
What's that? What is the P? Okay, I got to get that P.
Drugs,
I could have figured out the other stuff, but it was the P. That was the hardest one. I don't know about you guys. They say PED.
Right.
It's that first P.
Right.
I have trouble with trying to. I thought something else, and I was like, well, can I get. No. Okay.
Yeah, look.
Okay.
Bricklay, I'll talk about.
We need some PED.
I'll talk about use another time because it ain't over yet.
Bricklay, you want some PED? Mac, let's just get us a year's supply. That's only about 3 supplies.
Let me say this.
My PED.
This is. See, I'm trying.
I just want to wear everybody else got some.
Let me say this. Is this kind of a no story? Think about it, Mark, what I'm saying. Is this a no story as it relates to, okay, PEDs? What's the difference? I'm going to say this. Why do people get more in an uproar when Alex Rodriguez was going through it in New York Yankees? But here's the Gators, a university system.
Because it's Florida.
Oh.
Florida already gets a little too much attention. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
So what you're saying is
they get a little too much.
This is really not a story.
I'm just saying.
This is not a story. This is not a story for people outside of Florida. You're saying?
No, I'm just saying it's a story a lot more to people in Florida.
Yeah,
because there are a bunch of people who could care less about Florida sports teams.
Let me tell you what I do care.
But they have a history.
What I do care about, since the leveling of the competition is always based on what's on the field. Don't let people get you twisted. If you only judge when they get on the field, yes, you'll sit back and say, Will shouldn't have done that. It's not good for the game. It's not healthy for him. But remember, the players who are controlling the economics and the profit from university and college players also institute rules that say, you know what? We're going to try to prevent you from going to the pros early. We're going to take advantage of the endorsements. You guys are not going to make a stipend. You're going to be struggling, and if you don't make it in the game, so what?
Blackmail.
Find something else to do.
Blackmail.
That's what they're saying. So
blackmail.
The part I feel bad about this guy is that for me, it's not just about him personally. It's about what they're doing to say the system is being gamed by those, especially in the conferences, who make tons of money. So at the same time, I don't want to put this cat under the bus I just want to say maybe it's a non-issue. And maybe the more we say it's a non-issue, people have choices. You know, they make choices in their life. But at the same time, it's not like he's getting paid. It's not like he's making a profit. It's not like he's sitting up here getting these wonderful endorsements. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And remember, the king's curtains are always closed to the public. So you never see how the shit they pull to make the money and the profit. So it's all day. But that's just me, man. Now, in the meantime, I'm ready to shift. I'm ready to go to the next. I'm ready to shift to go to the next subject, man, which is hot picks. I'm ready.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Yeah.
I'm just
speaking that ghetto code.
Man, I'm just
want the white folks to understand. Man, sometimes even the black people don't understand.
You know what? I'm ready to shift. I'm ready to shift.
Everybody.
That's it. I'm done.
That's right. Victor Allen's New Sports, brought to you by Victor Allen, his unique fan base view of sports. Sorry for the dropouts, everybody, of Meerkat and Periscope. We having trouble, but we'll be fixing it. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember that New Sports is a recurring segment of the Morning Carver Mario Show. Always written and directed by Victor Allen. His unique view, you know we do. He's a man that they ladies call sexual chocolate.
I haven't heard that yet. I haven't heard anyone say that yet.
They ain't talking about me.
You know what? They're probably going to